Okay, hello and welcome to another video. I was starting to fix this phone and I say, okay, I'm going to start recording this progress, this repair, okay? I have an iPhone 11 that is not charging. Let me just clean all this mess. Okay, I have an iPhone 11 and this one is not charging, okay? The thing with this one is someone already tried to fix it. Okay, see, they put a new Hydra. Okay, and they also know about this test point. Okay, if you are following me in the last video, I did a live that when I explained the process or how the charging circuit work. Okay, so the charging circuit is working like this. Okay, the first thing is we need 5 voltage right here. Okay, we need 5 voltage right here because this 5 voltage is receiving the junction is receiving this 5 voltage. Okay, from the B boost 1. Okay, and then this circuit is for charge. This circuit he need to validate the cable, but this one is for charge. So in the iPhones we have a circuit that works for validate the USB cable. So that's why we have another line right here. So for this one, if we have, for example, 5 voltage right here, we had to have 5 voltage in this line because it's connecting inside to these circuits. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I measure this. Okay, I'm going to connect my cable. Okay, I'm going to connect my cable. Remember, connect the flex cable already. So 5 voltage is coming from my USB and is going to this connector, and then I'm going to have 5 voltage right here. See, I have 4.9. Okay, this 5 voltage is going on the bottom of this motherboard to the junction, and then the junction send this to, let me just measure something. All right. Okay, and the junction send this 5 voltage to this component, and we have 5 voltage right here. See, the same voltage. So we have from the USB, we have 5 voltage right here, and then these ones come to this component. Okay, this one, perfect. Okay, so this one is receiving the 5 voltage, the circuit, and the Hydra need to validate this 5 voltage. Okay, so if we follow this line, we are going to see this 5 voltage is coming to this. Okay, and then this 5 voltage need to be validated for these circuits. Okay, so that's why we have another line, this one, B boost value. Okay, in iPhone 11, this one have a test point right here. I always say it, but an iPhone 11 is a little bit different. I always say if we have some voltage right here, that means the signal is bad, so sometimes the Hydra can be bad. Okay, but you have to understand this one, and sometimes it's true, and another time you have to measure more. Because you can have a voltage right there and say, okay, the Hydra is bad, but sometimes the problem is the junction, and that's why they can't validate these circuits. I don't know if you are understand me. Okay, so for example, if I check the test point, I'm going to have a voltage, okay, like this, 3.5. So sometimes we can say, okay, the Hydra is bad, but they already changed the Hydra. See, they already put another one. Okay, so for me, maybe the problem is going to be on the junction and not with the Hydra. Okay, so I'm going to remove the motherboard. Just give me. And remember to check if this phone is charging or not. We just need to check the voltage. I'm going to connect my cable again. We just need to check the voltage on this one. See, and main, and we have in main 800 millivolts. See, 800 millivolts. So we don't have the 3.7. So that means the buck is not working. Okay, the buck is not working. They are receiving the 5 voltage, but they are not converting the 5 voltage to the book, the charger book. So I'm going to separate the boards. Okay, I'm going to use this holder. And I'm going to use my heat gun. I only use my heat gun in iPhone 11, okay? And I put 300, and I just do it like this, like that. Okay, perfect. Okay, now I'm going to check this, okay? This one, okay. So in charging, we had 2 circuits, okay? We had 2 circuits. We have the first one. The first one is the USB. This one is in charge to validate the 5 voltage from the cable. And then we have the JACSE, or this one. This is in charge to charge the battery when they receive the validate line, okay? So I think this one, okay, when this one receive the validate, this one, okay, is going to start working. It's going to start doing this, okay? It's going to start doing this. This 5 voltage is going to start converting in a book with these capacitors and with these coils, okay? And the capacitors, remember this one had two coils, okay, 1 and 2. The first one is for normal charge, and the second one is when they are charging in a fast charge, okay? So we had to check this, okay, and we can check, for example, in this capacitor we need to have like 4 voltage, and this one we need to have at least 8 voltage in this area, okay, because this one is connected inside, and because this one is doing this, they are working with this coil, okay, they have this pulse right here, so that's why we have 4 voltage. But remember, in capacitor, alternate current, okay, is going to pass, so we have 4 voltage, and sometimes we are going to put this 5 voltage to the 5 voltage that this circuit is connected inside, and that's why we are going to have 8 voltage, because they are going to have this one and the one is connecting inside. It's a little bit complicated to me in Spanish and English explain this, but I'm going to show you how I can approach this failure, okay? I'm going to try to see if I have a charger port. Okay, so I'm going to try to demonstrate how we are going to measure these capacitors, okay? So I'm going to come right here. So inside of this line, we already have 4 voltage, okay? This one we have 0. When the B-bus 1, the 5 voltage is converting to a buck right here, and the coil is start working, okay? This coil start working. So we are going to have 5 voltage converter and almost 4 point voltage, okay? Because this one is going to start working. So we are going to have 4 voltage right here. These 4 voltage are going to come to this capacitor, and because we have this alternate, so this 4 voltage is going to pass this one, and we are going to have here now 8 voltage, okay? That's the easy way to explain this, okay? Okay, so I'm going to check this capacitor, okay, and this capacitor and the LX, we are going to have 4 voltage, and here we are going to have 8 voltage, okay? So I'm going to see how I'm going to connect this, because I don't have another flex. So that's why it's good to have okay, right there, like that, okay? Now, like this, see? Now, I'm going to connect my cable right there, okay? So I'm going to have and I'm going to check this little capacitor right here. So 4 voltage right here, and the ones come from the coil, and 8 voltage right there. Okay, so see. It's really small, these ones. Okay, so I need to have 4 voltage right here. I'm going to see, and I have 0. See, this is so important. Okay, see, I'm checking the ones come from the coil, and I have 0. See, I have 0. I don't know if it's because I'm touching. Let me see if I can do this one thinner. See, I'm going to check this. This I have. See, 800 millivolts. And right here I have the 4 voltage, the one I told you. See, I have 4 voltage, but I have 800 millivolts right there. So if we are coming right here, I told you that when this circuit is on, okay, this one is going to have 4 voltage right here, and that's good. And now this 5 voltage, the ones come from the cable, need to convert to a buck, and the coil is going to start working. Okay, and when the coil is start working, and the capacitor convert the 5 voltage on 4 voltage right here, and right here we don't have 4 voltage, and that's why we have 0 right here, and here that we need to have 8 voltage, we only have 4 voltage because it's the ones are connecting to this. Okay, so maybe here we can have 2 problems. The first one is maybe the circuit is don't start working with the coil, so this work is never exists, so that's why we don't have the 4 voltage. Or we can have the coil that is maybe disconnect, and that's because we don't have the 4 voltage. iPhone 11, this one is not common, and iPhone XS, this one is a common thing. Okay, so for me, this one I can check this one on the oscilloscope. I'm not going to put the oscilloscope just because it's too complicated to have cameras and everything. Or maybe I can have the oscilloscope right there. Let me see. Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to put my oscilloscope, and I'm going to try to measure the line from the line that is going to, the coil is going to start working. Okay, so we can measure this on the capacitors. Okay, so we are going to measure this. We are going to measure this and this area right here. See, right there. Okay, right there. I'm going to connect the cable. Okay, I'm going to connect the cable, and we need to see some pulse on the oscilloscope. Okay, I'm going to show you. Okay, this one is so interesting. Okay, let me just restore this one. Okay, so the cable is connected. We need to see the form for the coil to start working. Okay, and I'm going to show you what we see right here. Okay, here is George. He's the one edit my videos. Okay, so we're going to check this this area of the capacitor. Okay, this part of the capacitor. We need to see there the IC is trying to work with the coil. Okay, so I'm going to go in right here. I'm going to come right here, and I'm going to connect the cable. Okay, see, we don't see anything. Okay, we just see the voltage, but we don't see any, like, just that. But that is that is not the IC trying to work. It's just like dust on the line, But see, we don't see anything from the circuit. We just see the voltage and that's it. Okay, right now we are seeing that the IC is never trying to work with the coil. We don't see the pulse right there. So that's why we don't have the voltage on this pad of the capacitor, and that's why this phone is not charging. So I'm going to remove this. I'm going to remove the circuits and I'm going to put another one. Okay, just give me 1 second. I'm going to fix this phone. That's why this phone is not just the Hydra, and that's why they can't fix it. Okay, I installed a new circuit. Okay, I put the new circuit and we are going to see if now the phone is working or not. Okay, I'm going to try one more time. Okay, and we are going to see the difference, and we are going to see how the circuit is working now. Okay, I'm going to measure the same thing. Okay, I'm going to try to measure this pad of the capacitor. Okay, this pad of the capacitor. So I'm going to come and check this. Sorry, the LX. Okay, so I'm going to come right here. I'm going to check this. The one is close to the circuit. This one right here, and see the difference. See the difference? Now we have a coil that is working. Okay. See? One more time. See? There is the coil trying to work. Okay? Just give me 1 second. ¿Cómo cuesta? Okay, there. There is the coil working. Okay? Okay, now that we can see the coil is working, okay, now that we can see the coil is working, not the coil, the circuit is working with the coil. So we're going to measure the coil, the capacitor, sorry, and we're going to see if we have the 9 voltage. Okay, so I'm going to measure this. See, I have, sorry, I'm going to put in a voltage. I have right here 3.4 voltage, and the other side of the capacitor we need to have a voltage, and we have, sorry, and we have a voltage. There you go, a voltage. And now that's because that one is working, so we're going to have right here 3.4 voltage. See, 4 voltage. This means the phone is charging. And remember, we have a voltage right here. See, we don't have a voltage now because this one is validate the 5 voltage from the cable. Okay, so easy. So easy, but you have to think. Sometimes it's not just the the USB circuit. It can be also the charging circuit. Okay, so don't confuse in this time. And I think that's it for this video. This one I just had to put together, and that's it. See you next time. Bye.